If you consent to a Dragon Tarot reading, please stay. If not, click away. And today, welcome back to your double daily dose of the Daily Dose of DragonFaether. And I am Azura DragonFaether, the Draconic Priestess. But just a little disclaimer here, I am not a fortune teller, for I'm a Muslim witch. Therefore, I will only be answering questions today based off of the symbolism we pull on one card. So let's see all the questions that the dragons have through the symbolism of just one card. So without further ado, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, amen. And we have choice, understanding consequences. How often do you think about the decisions that you make? Are you calculated in the way that you move? Do you observe your reality? Do you observe your patterns? Do you realize that this world is so much more a cycle of subconscious patterns than it ever is a free decision? Do you invest time into being aware of your own subconscious cycles? Are you conscious of who you were, how you are today, where you are going, what behaviors you have still not resolved, right? What trauma bonds do you have? What defense mechanisms do you have that when you act on them, they bring about consequences? Have you taken the time to contemplate these things, right? The symbolism here is of a hydra with so many heads. And then in the center, there's a head. I'm not sure if it's a statue, but then a human being standing on top of it, which is just, this card is so pretty, by the way. Oh, its number is 9, by the way, choice. Love it. But there's so many heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can count 9, I think, which makes sense because the card is number 9. And then there's this head and this head. And it honestly, symbolically, looks like it represents the hydra of choice within our own minds. It can be a chaotic space to choose what we're supposed to do, right? How do you want to be? Do you see how maybe this is one choice, and this head is one choice, and this head is one choice, and they all burn differently, but you still have to contemplate them. Some people don't contemplate them. The dragons today want us to contemplate our choices, want us to think long and hard about the moves that we make with this kind of symbolism, right? Are you looking at the heads of the hydra in your mind? Are you seeing them clearly, or are you flying blind? Are you regretting not taking more time to get to know who you are as you age? Or are you too young to understand what that even means yet? What is the most powerful choice that you can think of in your mind? What would make the most impact for you? What actions can you take to anchor in the state of being that you want to embody? How can you better take care of yourself to take care of others? What choices are you making that are self-depreciating, right? How are you depreciating your own value? Do you have a habit of depreciating your own value? Do you think that your value is attached to something outside of you? Is your value attached to your actions? Or is your value attached to your, approval from others? Or do you attach your value to what you decide? Do you attach your value to God? Do you attach your value to your practice? Do you attach your value to just being alive? Did you even really think about your value? Because some people don't think about it that deep. They really don't. But today I'm asking you, are you thinking about it that deep? Because That is what having a hydra of choices is like. Sometimes you have so many options to choose, you get overwhelmed. And if you make what you perceive as a wrong choice, sometimes we beat ourselves up for that. Like, that's human nature. Everybody's done that at least one time in their life, right? And when you make mistakes, how do you treat yourself, right? When you make the wrong choices, how do you treat yourself? When you're dealing with consequences from your own actions, like, how do you treat yourself? Are you kind to yourself? Do you shame yourself? Do you, like, belittle yourself? Do you, like, make yourself a shitty person? Right? Do you try to tell yourself a story? You know? Do you forgive yourself for the horrible things that you've done, right? Being a human being, we're not perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. And are you conscious of the mistakes that you make? Do you forgive yourself for those mistakes? Do you not really care? Are you careless? Are you reckless in the decisions that you make? Or are you somebody who, when they make a mistake and they don't like how that feels, you stop and you reflect about that and you're like, wait a minute, why do I feel like that? Why does that make me feel that way? And when you feel that way, who the hell do you think you are? When you make mistakes, do you define your entire character around your mistakes, completely forgetting anything else that you've done? Do you believe that people have to be absolutely perfect to be loved? And that includes you. Do you think that everything in this life is conditional? Or do you think that you are unconditionally alive until you are not? Personal note here. Something that really bothers me and something that I'm still learning to stop doing as much as I can, and stuck for a while when I use this example, right, to illustrate a point here, but I'm sure you've said it at one point. Have you ever been like in a stressful situation or trying to express like extreme emotion? You're like, oh my God, I'm dying, like, right? Stuck for a while. All I need you to know, let's not joke like that anymore, okay, guys? Like, what choices are you making with the words that you speak? Are you speaking loosely? Are you speaking with intention? Are you speaking understanding that you know that you might not get it 100% right all the time and people might crucify you no matter what you do, but are you going to let that stop you from trying to be your best anyway? Are you going to stop yourself today from showing up because you're afraid? Or are you going to take your fear no matter where you're at, my dear, and push forward to see, I wonder what could happen if I try? What could happen if you try? I don't know why people don't think more. Personal note again, by the way. Like, I love to sit and think. If there's one thing you learn from my channel, if you're new here, marry me, by the way. But the one thing that if you learn from me today, with all of the choices that you have in this life, is to choose the option of sitting and thinking. I don't care what excuse that you have for yourself, my friend, so very respectfully, like, just put everything off, sit and think, and if it's difficult because of X, Y, and Z, just try anyway. This has been medicine for my soul, to sit and think. Reflecting, I think, is the most important part of being alive, and it blows my mind that I don't really see more people doing that. At least I don't see more people talking about it anyway, right? Maybe we're all reflecting all the time and we just don't really know it, but I guess, are you reflecting? Do you know what I mean? When was the last time that you've contemplated the consequences of your choices? The ones that have already been made, the ones that you have to make today, and the ones that you have yet to make tomorrow. And you have to ask yourself, am I going to choose the comfortable choices? Or am I going to choose the daring choices? Am I going to try to do something great? Or am I just going to put myself where I feel like I'm in my place? Do you want something great? Did you know that in order to get there, you have to ask, what am I doing next? Intentionally. Are you being intentional? Right? People don't know you. Respectfully, you barely know yourself. I am a firm believer that only God knows us, right? Everybody has their own perspective, and I think that it's like kind of an unseen situation, right? Who do you believe in? Do you believe in anything? Because ultimately, consciously, you are not aware of everything. We know this by looking at subconscious nervous system, right? And how it processes information and trauma without our conscious mind even knowing these things. I say this to illustrate the point of you not necessarily being in as much of control as you think that you are, which is why when we focus on our choices and the consequences of those choices and we reflect on them and we ask ourselves questions, we find answers that are sitting right in front of our faces. So, last question for today. What is the favorite choice that you have made because of its wonderful consequences? Thank you so much for watching today's video today. If you're new here, assalamu alaikum, merry meet, and welcome back to your double daily dose of DragonFaether. I believe I already did this as my intro, but my name is Azura DragonFaether, the Draconic Priestess. I've been working with dragons since the 90s, or walking with dragons, crawling with dragons, anyway. Here to share my journey with you, as they've been a part of my life my whole life, and I've dedicated so much of my time and energy and effort, with 13 plus years of that dedicated and documented on this channel, to remind you guys that dragons are real, and that's awesome. So thank God for dragons. Thank you for watching today's video. We used the Dragon Oracle. I don't see an author on here, but if you'd like to get the deck, I highly recommend it. That's what the back looks like, and I will catch you in the next episode. But until next time, don't forget to join the Hatchling clan to chat about dragons. And stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky, little hatchlings. Blessed be and bye. Good office, blessed be, I mean, and please follow me so I don't get lost.